Hello friends, family and other creatures of the sea, and welcome to a high-level best of 5 between two players whom I personally love watching. I've been a simp all my life, but never have I simped so hard for two people as for Persal and Shin, the absolute simp bait. What the hell is this depot? Loving it already. This is a pool first. I think this was a 15 pool, what we call an over pool, I believe is what you call it. So you go a 15 overlord, extractor trick, and then a 15 pool, and then you follow it up with a hatchery. I think this was like 16, 17, 18 supply. I don't know exactly when that thing comes down. At the same time, we have Persal opening up with a low ground depot into high ground barracks. I wonder what the hell this is for, because I have legitimately no clue at all. I just do not know what this is gonna be. Second depot starts on the high ground. So I was thinking maybe factory on the low ground, but that doesn't make much sense because you still want the reactor somewhere as well. And why wouldn't you then just build everything in the wall to start things off with? So a little bit of a confusing start here when it comes to building placement. Let's see what Solar is actually going to be, or sorry, Solar, what Shin is going to be doing with his early game. Hasn't actually built any links. It's just opening up with a quick queen. And I guess eventually is going to go into speed. At least I assume that's what his plan is going to be. You see how scared Persal is over here? Like, he's waiting for a link run by. That's never going to actually happen, because there's no links that are being built. Marine is pushing back this Ovi. Reaper still will need to scout to make sure it's not going to be a roach all in follow-up, because this is something that is probably going to be kind of like front of mind for Persal right now. Like, he sees that fast spawning pool. Oh, he's actually getting a third CC. Okay, then never mind. Persal, this guy has no fear. Holy crap. If Lord of the Rings, rather than having a lame hobbit with nasty feet, would just have gotten Persal as the ring bearer, he would have just walked into Mordor ASAP, tossed that ring in the freaking mountain, slashed Gollum's throat the first time he saw him, and then went out. Like, this guy has balls of freaking steel. He doesn't care. Or he would have walked into Mordor and gotten slaughtered by the first orc he met. But at least he's doing it with confidence. None of that, you know, that half-baked hiding in Mordor. Not sure if you can still carry the ring. Needing to rely on your gardener. I feel like in general, if you have a gardener, like, what really is the point of having a garden? I feel like one big play is, you know, is the flowers and the plants that you have. And the trees, they come out of your hands. Well, they don't come out of your hands, but you know, it's your green fingers that made it happen. Like, if you're not capable, I feel like a gardener, it should be made illegal. I feel like the profession gardener is an honorable profession, but I feel like the people that have gardeners, not a huge fan of them. Not a huge fan. You do it yourself. How hard can it be? Otherwise, you shouldn't have gotten a garden. You should have just gotten a highway in your backyard instead. Or a parking lot. Also fine. You don't hear me complain about that, but it is what it is. I guess then you'd also need a parking lot attendant, so you're still losing that cash. Alright. Either way, we're... what the hell is this build order? Oh, this is some shenanigans again. This is 2 Hellion into 2-on-1. 2 Hellion into 2-on-1. Third CC is flying over into the triangle. Refinery coming in onto the third gas. What the hell are these 2 Hellions doing? I have no clue. Armory. Oh, what? Oh, this is some absolute Persal crap right here. It's gonna go for 2-on-1 into Hellbat. Gonna have no real upgrades, but a decent amount of cars, which is actually kind of nice. This is bad for Solar. These links being spotted. Being kind of chased away here by the cars. That is not what you want usually. It's going to just be single medevac, if I'm not mistaken. There's going to be 2 Hellbats with this push as well. And then we're going to have a 4 roach defense. 7 more roaches on the way. How many queens? We have 4 queens total. This is a very committed defense that's coming out of Solar here. An extremely committed defense. And I think it is a defense that is going to work. I just don't really see a way for Persal here to hit and kill his opponent. There's just too many roaches out. +1 carapace is not going to be done, but I mean, this party has ended before it even really started. Like, someone rang the doorbell. It's the police. They're shutting it down. Absolutely. No one's here yet. And you invited so many people. This is a terrible sight. Yeah, I get shoved into a locker tomorrow in school. Let me tell you that much, Percival. It's going to be a tough day in high school. Ravager's coming in. I think Solar was already planning on going for an all-in. And now he looks at the situation. He's like, you went for that? Guess what I'm going to do, buddy? Still all in. Because I already was all-inning. And I'm going to all-in even harder. Like my life depends on it. What are you going to do about that, Percival? He's going to build a bunker. He's adding 2 barracks. He gets his tank pooped on. I love this. Oh, fast overseer into this. Stopping the tank from starting. I mean, that is game over. I think with a tank, I'm not saying you're winning, but with a tank, you might hold. Without a tank, there's absolutely zero chance that he's holding. He's going to need to pull SCVs. He needed to pull the SCVs yesterday. He's too late. They're now coming out. Bunker's not going to finish up. Tank is almost done, but not quite. Supplies are surprisingly close here, by the way. I mean, with a high ground tank, this game would have just ended. Absolutely in favor of Percival. Like, I am fairly certain of that. But right now, 12 SCVs going down. eBay, the +1 attack is being taken out. Here comes the tank. It is fairly late into the game. There is no high ground vision, though. SCVs being pulled off the line. High ground vision gets gathered by those links. They move up the ramp, and at this point there's what, 7 Marines and a Marauder left. 36 SCVs total. Both eBays have gone down as well, so even if you survive, you're just going to be down way in upgrades. GG gets called as Shin is going to be winning game number 1. I still wonder what the purpose was of that low ground depot. I wonder if Percival himself knows, or if it's one of these things where I'm trying to read into something where he just built a depot because he thought he was going to play 2Rex Reaper, and then he thought the better of it. And he backed out. Ooh, same exact opener. Now things are going to get interesting. So this once again is that 15 kind of overpool. We're going to go into 17 drones. Are you going to switch things up after seeing Percival go for a triple CC without major information? You're gonna get an SCV scout even. First things first. Are we gonna get an SCV scout? We'll know the moment this barracks finishes up, because you always go post barracks. This is a new opener that I haven't seen a whole lot yet, by the way. There's going to be a late gas with this. You have a decent worker count. Like, this is not at all bad early game eco. Like, not at all bad early game eco. It's gonna be a queen. Expecting the gas. Maybe a set of links. Okay, yeah, we're gonna get 1 set of links this time. So we already see a small variation here. A change up, one could say. Is this set of links? It's going to escape, right? And Overlord will see the SCV move through the middle. Okay, let's do first person here for a second. See what our good friend is up to. Our good friend being Shin. Is he gonna go north here or what? He's actually showing them. Oh, his goal is to pretend to want to deny scouting. Oh, look, this times out perfectly here with this queen. That is so beautiful. That is so darn beautiful. You know that? With this particular build order, you are never going to get a scout. It is simply not possible to get a scout until you get a Reaper. Oh, it is a complete mind game, this entire early game. So what do you do with the Reaper now? You have to stay home. You have to look for links, because they might be coming around. But you also need to go across the map, because you need to know whether there's going to be roaches coming out. Okay, this is a key moment here. Links moving in position. Okay, attack the Reaper, attack the Reaper. Second queen is now out. Percival, oh my god. Dude, he would not have needed a gardener to walk into Mordor. Dude, Sauron would take one look at Percival and you say, here's the volcano, throw it in, boss. You're too courageous. What the hell is this? He's just playing triple C. He's doing the exact same thing. He just calls the bluff. Shin's like, there's no way I'm gonna do the same thing twice in a row, right? No, there is. This is so crazy. I cannot... Like, the information that Percival has is that there are 2 early links out from an early pool. He doesn't even know whether there's gas or not. And he saw the hatch timing. Like, That's it. That is the info he has. It is simply illegal to do what he just did. Like, this is just not allowed. Like, this gets banned in tournaments. Because it's too crazy, you know? I heard that about Yu-Gi-Oh! That apparently a lot of cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Are banned. I don't think the Dark Magician is going to be banned, though. This always seemed like one of the main... This was one of the main gripes I had with the show, is that the main character had one of the worst double sacrifice cards in the entire game. What was Dark Magician? 2500 attack, 1500 defense or something? Or 2k defense? Like, freaking terrible. The Blue Eyes White Dragon was just better. It's just a better card. But Yugi believed in the heart of the card so much that it didn't even matter. Completely idiotic. I once went to a Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament when I was young. It was a very casual tournament. And I remember one of the games I won by stalling out until the timer ran out, because it was a time tournament. I'm not sure if that's standard. Like, we didn't have chess clocks. It was just an overall timer. And I remember I didn't quite know what my cards meant, so I had to kind of figure out what everything meant. And then I won the game by having more life points than my opponent. And then I advanced into the semifinals. And in the semifinals, I played against someone that actually really knew how the game worked, and he completely destroyed me. I think the game lasted for 45 seconds. And in my neighborhood, I was kind of a decent Yu-Gi-Oh! Player, so my world was shook after that. This is the first time I ever did something competitively and got completely blasted. But even back then, when I was like 8 or 9, even back then I already knew that the Dark Magician was a freaking terrible card, and only idiots would play it. I wonder if that card got buffed over time. It's like a 2nd edition, you know, a little bit more attack. Alright, what else do we have here? This is pretty much a repeat from game 1, except that it's not the same build. No, this is not a repeat then. I was gonna say this is a repeat, but with different build orders. I mean, the early game was fairly similar, but we're not going into Hellbat All-In, which actually, I'm not saying it would have worked, but it would have had more potential because there's no roaches. We did go for the fast +1 carapace, so that is fairly similar. I'm honestly expecting an infestation pit. I almost expected an infestation pit pre-second evo, but it's not what we're seeing here. We're getting a full scent on those links as well, or what feels like a full scent. These are +1 carapace queens, by the way. Like, the difference between 0/0 queens and +1 carapace queens is just significant. It's extremely significant. So these links are trying to get something done. They do manage to run into the main base. They also just kind of managed to die. He's going to need to get some damage here if he wants to have a successful game. But this was a terrible early game, if I'm being real honest with you guys. Oh, these links are going to get the kills here on the Marines. That's nice for them. It's actually a pretty big deal. These links are still running around as well, so that's also nice. Okay, maybe this ends up being fine. Okay. Link's now hitting the 3rd base as well. Mine that was over here probably got taken out. I didn't see it happen, but... last time I checked there was a mine and now there's not anymore, so... either he went to mine heaven, which is what I would, you know, tell my kids, or... he got freaking murdered by a savage group of Zerglings. Yeah, probably the second one. Hydralisk then. What about that? Still no infestation pit, which is shocking, given the fact that +2 carapace is about to finish up. He's just gonna go for a Hydraling Bane all-in, isn't he? This is just going to be a Hydraling Bane all-in. It is going to be 76 workers, and he's going to be holding down that Hydra Bane. But no, okay, he's going to go higher worker. I have no clue what this is then. What the... I don't actually understand. What the hell is Solar doing? He went up to 82 drones. He's taking a 5th. This smells like a... yeah, it smelled like there should have been an infestation pit already. But his carapace has already finished up. And then he has a high workout. Like, he's making some moves that look like an all-in. It's like signing up for a tango competition and starting to twerk. I don't know a whole lot about dancing, but I don't think that's what you're supposed to do, Shin. Why the hell do I keep saying Solar? Is it because Solar has been on my mind recently as one of my new favorite Zergs. And Shin always was my favorite Zerg for a very long time. You know, it's like, I'm not saying I'm falling out of love with Shin, but I'm falling in love with Solar even more. That's the beauty of platonic relationships. Or fan relationships, you know, you can have multiple at the same time. Truly a beautiful thing. What the hell is Percival doing? Come on, Shin, it's time to tango. Hey, he's a weird freaking setup. He starts Hive now. He's like, okay, I'm set up with max supply. I could either add 8 more Banelings, or I could start Hive, which will benefit me in 2 minutes from now. And then he still walks across the map and kills his opponent. This is phenomenal. This is surreal to watch. 2 upgrades, halfway done. Hive on the way, Infestation Pit invested in. This is like winning a boxing fight because you yawn and the other guy faints because your breath is so bad. It's like, what the hell am I watching? And brush your teeth. Hey, this is a surreal game. Well, congratulations to Shin. He's gonna win game number 2 as well. He's gonna put himself on match point. Now, as the kids often say, 3 times the charm. And I wonder if this is gonna be one of those times where no, he's gonna go into 16 hatch. Unbelievable. I really thought game 3 here was going to be an all-in. You know, you win game 1, you win game 2, and in game 3, boom, the ultimate mind game. You catch your opponent. But Shin says no. It's time for a real macro game here on Taito Citadel. Oh my god. Did you guys see that? So on the minimap, you can see where someone's camera is. Percival just went through all of his freaking camera hotkeys. And he went so freaking fast. He has... Look at you, see that? 7 camera hotkeys at least. I also use 7 camera hotkeys. I only have 7 F keys on my keyboard because I play with half a keyboard. So everything from F8 on out is completely gone. It's just freaking out of there. It's Boosto, you know what I mean? So yeah, that is what it is. Now, what are we doing up next? We are going for an SCV scout. We have speed coming out most likely soon. Or really fast layer, although no one really plays that, so we're probably not going to see that. Is we going to yoink itself across the map? I do like that Percival is scouting. I'd understand that if you're, you know, you're Percival in this case, and you're just going to absolutely blast it twice in a row. Like, I can absolutely imagine, like, looking at all of this and going, you know what, I'm not going to scout. If my opponent all-ins me, he'll all-in me. And that is just... This is the way it is. Ding, ding, ding. Things will never be the same. Never be the same, yeah. That's just the way it is. You know? That is something he could have done. But it's not what he did. Probably because Percival is not as good a singer as I am. But also probably because he believes that he can beat Shin if they go toe-to-toe in an honest macro game. Because so far Shin hasn't been playing honest macro games. He's been rushing out Carapace like a loser. Whenever you talk with Terran players, there's no Zerg player that is, you know, that is honorable enough. They all have nasty little tricks. Serral abuses the late game. Rainer abuses run-bys. And someone will abuse Muras, and someone is a Roach abuser. Someone else abuses Hydras. If you'd listen to a Terran, you'd never want to date a Zerg player. Because these guys are abusive as hell. You know, it's aggressive folks, but there's just no true Zerg for them. No true Scotsman, as they say. What the hell's Percival doing? Well, he's gonna go for a tech lab at least. That's something. I'm feeling perhaps some Banshees here. I am a big Banshee enjoyer. Some of you might know this, but some of you might not know this. I personally love Banshees. I think Banshees are very cool. Banshees are this weird niche unit that is very powerful against Zerg in the hands of a very high level player. Hey, you put the, you give the Banshee to, I don't know, like the freaking Clam is going to be impressive. You're gonna give the Banshee to Helen Keller, not as impressive, because you're probably gonna fly into a spore. Helen Keller, I think, was blind as well, right? Or was she just deaf and mute? Either way, like, for example, the opposite of the carrier. Like the carrier, you can do what you want. Like, I'm pretty sure there are dogs that you could train as well with carrier micro as freaking max packs. Because both of them could, if you could teach a dog how to A move, you could do it. I wonder if you could teach a dog how to A move. Probably not. Dogs are pretty slow. I don't think they know how to control computers. The dog that I used to have, Jax, he also didn't understand how TVs work. Like, he wasn't interested by them either, like stuff that was happening on screens. He just didn't get it. He didn't get excited when he saw a dog on the screen either. Yeah, there's no way I could teach him how to A move. Oh, way too tough. Still believe this carry micro would be very close to a high level player though. Alright, enough yapping. Let's see what this Banshee is gonna do. It's gonna kill one drone and then go away. One really high level move with a Banshee is going away and then going back into the same location. This is the galaxy brain Banshee stuff. Like the Banshee rotation. It's just going back where you came from. It's phenomenal. It's one of the most powerful tools the Terran has at its disposal. This is also a really powerful tool. I call this the pre-cloak. It's like you cloak before you get there already. It's like pre-drinking or pre-gaming. Because the drinks at the bar are expensive. You get your own cheap drinks at your own house. Then you realize it's also much nicer at your own house because it's warm. There's no sweaty people there. No one smells like smoke and no one's bothering you. So you just decide to stay home. Next time you do the same thing, but you don't even drink. You just play StarCraft. That is the real pre-gaming that I care about. It's quite a lot of kills here, actually. It's gonna lose both of these Banshees, except for the last one. So you just lost one of the Banshees. One HP on a Banshee. Look at that. It's not invisible anymore. Quite sick. Okay, tank is gonna siege up next to this CC, which is epic. We got a depot as well here in a line. So we have double medevacs, 16 Marines, 6 minutes and 50 seconds they're moving out. It's a pretty decent timing. It's not the fastest I've ever seen in my life. It's also not the slowest I've seen in my life. It's just a good timing. Hell yeah. I like this. Gonna get 2 tanks behind this. This is going to hit like a truck, this follow-up. You have a depot. I think this is what we call a spotting depot. This is what people used to do in Warcraft 3 with farms. In Warcraft 3 it made a lot more sense. Because in Warcraft 3, if you're busy attacking farms, then it means you're not busy creeping. Farms are pretty cheap and they have a lot of HP. I think they also have some armor. Having to kill those bad boys is always annoying as hell. You know, with depots, it's not like you're losing XP creeping with the links. Links are creepy, but they're not getting any experience from that. 1-1 finishes up. Combat not quite done yet. We're gonna get a pickup. This was nice micro. This game feels much better for Persal than any of the previous games. You have infestors coming in. Shin has decided once again to not get a fast hive, but instead is playing Hydra Ling without Baneling and Infestation Pit. So I'm almost leaning towards the Microbial Shroud here as an upgrade that could do something. But he hasn't upgraded it yet, so we're not seeing it. Let's see what Percival's plans are. So far, no real plans. He's just running back home. 3 tanks show up. How many Marines is this? It's quite a lot. Ooh, it was more before that fungal. Oh, those are some good fungals. Those are some really neat fungals. That was a very big deal, let me tell you. I think without those fungals, I don't want to say that Percival wins the game, but the fight goes significantly better. He had really a lot of Marines, and there were 0 Banelings in there. Like, if there's no Banelings, Marines are really busted. Like, no Banelings, no Lurkers. Like, these guys are strong as hell. Okay, Marines are gonna flank these Hydras. Not sure if this is gonna work out, though. Okay, another fungal. No, we get a pickup. Banshee is going to end up falling, so that is less secure, as the kids would say. Way less secure. We now have a Baneling count of 16. Centrifugal Hawks. 33 out of 71. That feels epic. Once that finishes up, I feel like Shin's position is just better. He has 87 workers. The only thing that Shin is lacking is this 5th base, but he's trying to take it right now. So that's good stuff. What do you have in the main? Spore? Spire? Spines? Spore? No spore? Nothing. Okay. And this drop is annoying. It just pulls a lot of units back. Like, literally every single Ling is going into the main. We're going to need to keep some kind of pre-patrolling over here. This is an okay army once more out of Persal. He's been macroing pretty freaking hot. This guy has fast fingers, man. What can I say? Okay, tanks in the back. All the way in the far back. Look at this. This is going to be a good fight. Splits, movement, all pretty decent. Baneling's now running out of steam. A couple more tank shots coming in. 13 kills and 8 kills respectively. That's really good kill counts. Lurker then is on the way here. We have an 8 Marine drop that's gonna go in after the fight. The opposite of multitasking. It is single tasking. Tanks in the back are not actually protected. Oh, never mind. Marines show up. Ooh, that was important. Those Marines came in clutch. Very, very clutch. This tank, 21 kills right now. Tank in the front, only 3. 21 kills is a lot of kills, let me tell you. Okay? That is a lot of kills. That is a serial killer. The police is looking for him, but he's hiding in the bushes. Like most serial killers do. Breaks. Oh. It's only 5 base, by the way. Like, oh, never mind. There's a 6th. But that one feels even more vulnerable than the middle. I think Shin is actually planning on giving this up. At least he's making the movements of someone that's about to give it up. That means that all Percival needs to do is move towards the top side, kill that base, and we're even bases. If you're even bases, Zerg is in a bad spot. Zerg is in a very bad spot. Creep is also rapidly disappearing, by the way. Very rapidly. 2 tanks being built at a time. Lurkers should be starting soonish. There's no seismic spines quite yet, though. No seismic spines, which could be an issue. Okay, 1 blinding cloud. Look at that. Oh my god, this is going to be the blinding cloud of the century, let me tell you. This is going to be one hell of a blinding cloud. I do not know how the hell Percival is going to stop it. Oh, nice pre-split. Okay, look at that. Pre-split on the tanks. Marines over on the right are being caught here by the Banelings as the ghosts now move back. Tanks are shooting as well. A couple of big snipers. Marines in the back coming in as well. Tanks moving forward. Snipe, snipe, snipe. Medevac's absolutely banging over here. 143 supply to 153. We have 3 tanks versus, I guess, 2 Vipers. That's the main battle. Marines still running on the left side as well. New turrets coming in. I don't know what they're for. But he's building them anyway. We haven't seen a run-by in such a long time. Like, if you can't run-by as a Zerg player, like, you might as well just give up. Just in general in life. Like, there's just no point. Queen's gonna get killed as well. Get sniped. I think that's lazy. I think you can just kill it by auto-attacking. Don't have to use energy on that. Okay, so we have snipes. We have EMPs. We're probably going to need to use both here. Oh, tank. Fat shots. They're really fat shots there. This guy is still with the 23 kills in the back. First Ling run by in a while. There's a planetary here. There's nothing quite here in the middle. Tank in the back. Can't raise the depot. Not gonna do that. We have Adrenal. Yes, we do. At the same time, we have Ghost, big EMP. No blinding clouds remaining. That's kind of problematic. This Ling run by is gonna get quite a few kills. 11 kills total. Also lots of Lings going down. Ghost stay alive. Tank now moves further forward. Look at the kills here. I think this base is toast again, isn't it? He really needs to wait until medevacs arrive. Oh, GG gets called. Shin leaves with 153 supply. Still on the bank. All right, map number 4 is going to be here on Winter Madness. Now, I feel like one of the things that Percival is really good at is building stuff and walking across the map and killing you with it. It's like good army movement. It's like decent enough micro as well, but I feel like his build orders are just phenomenal. Like I really do believe that he has like special builds, and he's someone that changes things up. He's not like Gumiho. Like Gumiho is more creative. You know, if you tell Gumiho to paint an elephant, you know, he's going to have like, the elephant's going to have like 2 trunks, and the elephant is going to be orange, and it will be flying, and psych, it's actually a unicorn, and there's like, it's just something else, you know, there's a house inside, and if you switch the thing up 45 degrees, you're going to see that the elephant is actually Keanu Reeves while wearing a hat. You know, it's something else. But you show Percival like a picture of the elephant, like he'll improve the elephant a little bit. Like he takes something that is standard and he'll make like the gray a little bit nicer looking, you know? He just makes it better. Like he'll look at standard builds and see like how can I change something small that will improve it, or how can I optimize a little thing? And I really like that. He's not winning purely based on execution, but there's some real thoughts behind the build orders that he plays. And it's fun to watch. Zone up with a triple CC. He's trying his best to stop that drone from going somewhere. I don't think he saw where the drone went exactly. He's now going to be quite upset about that. Should be quite upset about that, because that freaking sucks. Okay, starport is going down. We have double Hellions coming in soon as well. This all feels very reasonable. Banshees once more. Lots of links. That's really a lot of links. What is that? 18? 18 links. What's our Hellion count like right now? We have 0 Hellions out, 2 on the way. It's gonna be quite tight. So, Overlord sees this. Oh, just scouts around and goes back home. Aye. What does Shin do now? Does he still commit? You probably still just wait until you see 3 and 4 come out. Like, Percival is just running around looking for stuff. He's not at all interested in anything here. He doesn't give a crap. He's just moving around. So Banshee is going to come in here right now. SCV is going to build a depot in the wall. This was a really serious investment, by the way, into those links. Them not having done anything yet at this point is kind of frustrating. It's kind of frustrating. There's going to be 4 Hellions and a Banshee coming out. I think if you lose anything less than 5 workers here, you're going to be quite happy as Percival. Ideally, you don't lose any mules either. I mean, this is phenomenal. This is fantastic. This is as good as it's gonna be. Like, he's even gonna kill a bunch of these links. Oi. This is terrible. Terrible start for Shin right now. As long as Percival doesn't forget his 3rd barracks, he's going to be in a great spot. I really do believe that. Yeah, it's gonna build that 3rd barracks in here. Reactor on the way. Banshee's flying in as well. So the Hellions now make their way across. Where's our first Banshee? Okay, first Banshee is already going across. Spore gonna be up in every single base, and the lair is on the way here too. Yeah, 4th base is really simple on this map though for Zerg. Like, it's not gonna be a major issue like it might on other maps. 7 queens total. Decent number. Not crazy high, not crazy low. Whoa, too far forward here into the spore. Take some fat hits in the face. Oi. Shin showing Percival what's up there with that spore. Spraying spore acid over that Banshee. And I gotta cancel on the 4th. Instantly retakes it, excuse me. Purity is heading hard. Okay, Lair finishes up. Reasonable timing. And range upgrade, so... Hydra then? Hydra then Infestation Pit. Nasty stuff. Really nasty stuff this is. This has been getting more popular. The Infestorling Hydra, Microbial Shroud type of vibe has looked so strong in this matchup. It really has. It's been a pleasure to watch. So I wonder if that's what we're going to be seeing here, or if it's just going to be fungals. There's going to be infestors with this, because if you're not playing Banshees, or sorry, if you're not playing Banelings, you have to get infestors. It's the only way you can play. Any type of tank push is just going to kill you straight up otherwise. It's not possible, simply so. It's just not possible. Both these Banshees going home without having really dealt any damage is extremely frustrating. Barracks 4 and 5 are done. Combat Shield hasn't started yet. Some people would consider this a mistake. Those people would be right. This is a mistake. Absolutely. Ooh, big supply block here for Shin. The thing with a double Banshee defense, this sounds weird, but you need way more units. Like small run-bys don't work anymore, but large run-bys can still absolutely work. Like if you're going in with like 40 links and like 10 Banelings, 2 Banshees are not that great. If there's like 10 links, 2 Banshees are phenomenal. Like not a single SCV is gonna go down. Like this once again is hitting like a truck. Still no combat shield though. This is a significant blunder. Yep, a very, very significant blunder here for Persal. I do wonder when he's going to realize. Combat shield is about to finish up now, normally. So I'd expect him to figure it out in a second or two. Of course, while he's busy fighting over here, he's not going to be capable of really getting anything out of this. Yeah, this was a disaster. This entire fight was a disaster. He's floating 500, what was it, like 1k minerals behind this. Still floating 800 minerals right now. And still no combat shield. Like, this is really as bad as it gets. A drone start here for Shin. 3 more barracks coming in. Like, this is the disaster. This is an actual disaster. As long as that combat doesn't start, there is no chance in hell for Persal. Okay, there we go. Starts now. That's what, another 71 seconds? 79 seconds, sorry. 79 seconds on combat shield. Like, good luck, no? Like, what are you gonna do right now? I was gonna get a couple of worker kills, apparently. I really like this type of stuff. I do know that if you have a carapace upgrade, I think you need 1 more shot with your Banshees, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think I am mistaken. This is a significant marine count, by the way. No tanks with. There's 4 tanks total. 2 more on the way. Do we have Hive yet? No Hive. This is reminiscent of the game that we saw earlier, kind of. Or is it with +2 carapace that you need to be careful with the Banshees? Or maybe if they're not completely lined up, that they can regain 1 health and then you don't get it? I know there's at some point with Banshees you don't one-shot anymore, or 1 volley. What is happening here? This does look like a Hydraling Bane all in. I don't think Percival's gonna die to Hydraling Bane. His combat is about to finish up as well. Like off creep. 7 tanks, 8 tanks. Don't think so, boss. No? 5th base is gonna get cancelled here as well. This is a very serious attack. This is such a problem right now. Like, this attack is such a problem. Percival has so many tanks here as well. If he targets well with these tanks, which he's absolutely doing, great target fire on the Banes. I think that the machine is gonna get a kill here on the CC, which is a big deal. Without that kill on the CC, I think he's dead. Now we're gonna get a flanking marine move coming in right now. Ooh, kind of overstimming a little bit. No +2 attack, but no +2 armor quite yet either. Tanks in the back do need to siege up right now. See if we can help out. Yeah, that CC going down is a big deal. But it's going to be 3 base versus 4 base in favor of the Zerg player. Just barely in favor of the Zerg. Main running out of cash. Natural running out. 3rd base, we have 1 really low. We have 2 patches that are extremely low. About 100 minerals. So 5th base is pretty vital. Shin is low on creep as well. It's not just that he has like crap tack and he might be running out of eco or bases to mine from. It's also the creep. The creep is actually an issue, or well, the lack of creep. Creep itself is the solution to the issue, to the problem. Okay, here we go, once more. See what these tanks are doing. We'll be targeting down some of these Banes. No? Fire, they're not perfect, let me tell you. Marines are now coming in to help out. Would love to see a kind of a reinforcing stim rather than just standing there and doing nothing. There's a couple of these Hydras as well. Yeah, I don't mind going into the Lion's Den here. I think this is absolutely correct. As long as the Banelings don't show up. You have what, 7 medevacs? Decent chunk of Marines? Yeah, does end up a little bit awkward. That was the incorrect call in the end. Oh, a tank now being rallied too far forward. That is frustrating. And a couple of these medevacs are being targeted down. Nice target fire, honestly. Shin doing a good job. Tank in the back sieges up. This tank sieges up as well. And with 2 tanks help. This fight looks very different all of a sudden, let me tell you. Like, you get a high ground tank here, low ground tank down here, or even 2 tanks in this area. With a 3rd tank and a 4th tank on the way right now. Yeah, I think a Ling run by is absolutely what you need. You need to get some of these guys off your back. You need to get them off your back. What are they doing on your back in the first place? Is a fair question to ask. Absolutely. How did they get there without you noticing? Another fair question. But yeah, these tank positions are crazy. Oh, couple of snipes. Marines now move forward. Don't forget, no... What? Did you just pick up? No Vipers in the mix. Marine count extremely low. I feel like we're missing a lot of units here. Okay, now we're gonna get some Marines through the middle. I really feel like if Percival just has like his entire army kind of together, in position, I feel like he should be incapable of losing, but every single time they fight, like mid-fight, like 2 tanks and 15 Marines show up, and then another Ghost, and then 2 more tanks. It's like, I understand how rallies work, but I feel like there's often too much staying at home. Ghosts here defensively are going to be quite powerful. They'll be capable of taking out majority of the Banes. Hydras do get sniped down. 2 of them will fall. We have a bunch of extra orbitals, or command centers as well, at least. 3-3 hasn't started yet. This is what worries me the most, potentially. No +3 attack. We do have +3 carry pace and +3 melee and adrenal glands on the way. No Lurker Den, no Ultra Cavern. Infestors are being added into the mix though. This is I think this is a mistake. I really don't. I don't appreciate this move out. Like, oh, what's gonna happen here? Like, what is the best case scenario? We snipe a queen. This is not a scenario. I don't want to have to deal with this. Like, no way. 6 ghosts in some medevacs. What if a Viper is there and they pull this thing into your Hydras? Like, you don't know. That's crazy risky. Percival would have said with the elves, you know. Well, they're creating the Fellowship of the Ring. And he just would have smacked Legolas and told Aragorn to piss off. He's gonna do it by himself. Doesn't need no losers. This guy is so freaking courageous. Like, putting 6 ghosts. Like, when you have 6 ghosts total. Or at the time, he had like 6 or 7 ghosts. Putting them in medevac like that is insane. He takes so many risks and they keep paying off. I freaking hate watching it. Orbital over here, that's nice. Like, once the 5th base gets up, you go up to 10 gas. Like, Terran gets seriously dangerous, especially if there's no creep whatsoever. If we ever get a split towards the left side, this base is in trouble. There's no creep outside, right? It's gonna be 6 versus 5 base. Yeah, this thing shouldn't survive. Like this. Look how far the creep is. Like, this is not possible. 8 Marine drop kills that. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Ghost count of 14. Tank count of 7. They're good numbers. Planetaries over here. 1 tank over here. Planetary. More orbitals. Sensor towers everywhere. Oh, he's even sending in turrets forward right now. Oh, if we can get these investors, that would be huge. Even just getting both of these fungals wasted is kind of a big deal. I know that sounds kind of silly in a way, but if there's only if there's no fungals remaining, then good luck winning a fight. Like, I just don't think it's really viable. We're oddly pushing across the map in like a kind of a weird maneuver. Tanks aren't sieged up in the back, which is probably the biggest problem that I have. That is absolutely the biggest problem that I have right now. Blinding Cloud is helping out. We have a tank in the far back over here. Marines are gonna help out as well. Ooh, EMP hits. That is good. We have like 7 Banelings that are still running around. Ghosts do get picked up. I have 3 tanks for backup and a planetary. 4 tanks for backup. Look at this guy. Holy crap, this guy's dealt a lot of damage. 28 kills total. That's a huge deal. And we're going to get a snipe. So both of these infestors are going to get taken out. Dude, there's freaking tanks everywhere. Persal doesn't really plan. Like, he starts a fight over here and the fight ends there. And that really is on Shin. Shin should realize, hey, I clear the tanks here and then I stop. I clear the tanks there and then you stop. Like, he just kind of gets tricked into these positions where he really shouldn't want to be in, right? Resource lost 27k to 21k. That is a very decent resources lost, may I say. I don't know what the hell this is, but I think it's just going to kill a base. 6th base on the way already. Like, we're getting into dangerous territory right now for Shin. Like, Shin, I think, needs to start adding some type of tech, but he's just not doing it. He's getting +1 air weapons right now. This army is just going to get a kill on this base. Like, I don't see a way in which this base gets defended. And Lings are going to try. There's 3 Marauders. Ooh! These guys run back in. No, they don't. Okay, a couple of tanks sieging up. It's going to be a one-sided battle. Woo! This thing stays alive, but 32 HP. It's going to die later, right? Realistically, it's going to die later. One thing that is a big deal in favor of Shin is that right now Percival is extremely spread out. So the tanks are also extremely spread out. We have 7 tanks total. Ooh! That's a cheeky flank there with the Banelings. Ghosts are going to move back. Once more, we see Shin chasing a very long way. 185 supply to 152. Ideally, this orbital doesn't go down. In the retreat, you usually end up losing a couple of Hydras still to the Ghost, but it's not going to happen this time. We have 8 Ghosts available, 7 tanks still as well. I'd love to see a tank in this position. I think this is such a cool spot right now. This is also a nice one, but we need something on the left. Like, this is the problem that you have once you're too spread out. It's like, it becomes really hard to hold everything with tanks. That's why we often see, like, backup planetaries. Like, a planetary over here wouldn't be such a crazy thing to do. It really wouldn't be. It sounds kind of crazy, but I don't think it's such a crazy thing to do. Tanks helping out. Once more, Banelings almost get the connections with the Ghost. At the same time, the right side is being completely pounded. 3-3 upgrades have completed for both players, except for +3 on range. Not sure it's gonna matter though. So many Banelings still alive. At the same time, a lot of Ghosts alive too. Resource loss still 7k in favor of Persal. Loses quite a few dudes there. Orbital count is only at 3. I don't even know how that is possible. Oh, this base went down. No repair. Or maybe the SCVs died to Banelings. At the same time, we have a counter-attack as well, but the drones are not falling and they're just kind of moving to the other side of the map. I guess that's the difference here. Like, supplies are really close. Army supply in favor of Percival, but it doesn't seem that way, does it? Doesn't seem that way. Because the army looks kind of weak. And Marine Marauder still trying. Medevacts are gonna die. That means that you're also immediately marooning these guys. Oh, never mind. Picks it up anyway. 4 Ghost. 10 Marauders, 14 Marines. Sitting in the tree. L-O-S-I-N-G. Because that is what Percival is doing here. Freaking losing. Get him completely blasted. What do we have right now? Baneling count of 16, 17 more on the way. And these are split as well. This base is useless. This base is absolutely useless right now. Here comes a stim. Here comes a tank in the back. We're gonna need some really sweet army splits right now coming out of Percival. And it's not gonna be easy, let me tell you. It ain't gonna be easy. Does he see this? I mean, this is clear as day, no? I don't understand why Terrans can't see it. They always need turrets, but yeah, okay, there we go. I see it now. That's the EMP on there. Liberator showing up too. Tank in the back. And I got a couple of shots off. Poof. That's beautiful. At the same time, we have our attack over here. SCVs do manage to stay alive. Banelings go down. 11 SCVs fall. Army supplies are still pretty close. Okay, another infestor gets taken out. What's their infestor count right now? 1. No energy though. A big army on the left side. This is understandable because you need to split at this point. This is not a mistake, having this split army. It is exactly what you would expect. At the same time, we have a fight over here. Tank moving forward. Liberator's dealing a lot of damage as well. Ghost moving further towards the back. Ling flank comes in. I think Shin just has too much. I think Shin is just going to kill his opponent here. 161 supply to 118. Eco in favor of Shin. 2800 minerals to 2200 minerals. So we have an EMP hitting. We have Snipes hitting the Hydra. Snipes hitting the Infestor, but I don't think it's going to matter. These Lings here are ravaging the third. 10 more SCVs going down. Liberator still active. But I guess this is an important base. So it's not like our good friend Shin can just give it up, but I don't think he has to. Like, if this base gets taken out, all of a sudden Percival is winning. But the base doesn't get taken out, and it's really not that close either. It's 80 Lings remaining, 9 Hydras. Like, there's really a decent amount of dudes. I'd love to see one more hatch go down, but I'm not sure where you'd build it. Maybe here? It's kind of vulnerable too. It's hard for Zerg to out-expand the Terran on this map, because it's hard to take these close-by bases if Terran ever gets this thing going. Then again, it's hard for Terran to split up accurately to hold all 6 bases, so it's really difficult for both, as the tanks are trying to siege up once again a little bit too late. I think this is going to be our final battle, as the Planetary is going to finish up. We have a little bit of repair over there, but it's not going to be enough, as Shin is going to pick up this series with a 3-1 score. Percival is finding his enter button and his 2 Gs. Still struggling, 72 supply to 158. 2 tanks, 1 ghost, and a GG. Shin wins the series indeed. That's going to be it for me.